Clement's Homebrew
Coming at ya
on Easter Sunday
with a beer review.
That's right. So we had to get an interesting flavor for an Easter Sunday. So we've got the chai spiced Imperial Russian Stout from Stone Brewing out of Escondido, California. This is a fun one for sure. It's the 2015 odd year release.
Yes, and it's a Russian Imperial Stout, if you guys didn't catch that, at 10.6%. And it's got 65 IBUs.
What are the special additions on this one, Christian?
Let's see here. Cinnamon, clove, ginger, black pepper, and black tea. Nothing speaks Jesus like those flavors right there.
So we're going to get this one cracked open and give it a try. Wow, so I could smell this as it was pouring.
Yeah, you can smell it all right.
There's a lot of aroma coming off this. Basically, it's pretty close to black. It's a super dark brown to me with a nice smoke ahead.
Yeah.
It looks pretty creamy, actually.
Very creamy.
I mean, look at kind of the legs it's leaving on there. Let's get a nose.
Oh, man. You get that cardamom, the anise, the cinnamon.
Yeah, you get those spices right away, but I also get a lot of chocolate coming off of it, like a nice dark chocolate, but a little bit of almost, I don't know, is it a milk chocolate? There's some other kind of chocolate, along with the roasted malt.
It gets a very earthy Middle East scent to it, like just all those natural spices you get at a spice store from like India or something.
Gingerbread. Yeah, as I swirled it a little bit, I'm pulling some gingerbread. Now, it's probably still a little cool. I'm thinking we might be at about 48 degrees, 50 degrees, so we're on the cool side for a stout. But
you get a hint of the smell of the chai in there, too.
Yeah, I mean, those are those things that go in chai tea, so it does kind of have that chai tea kind of aroma. I get almost like a little bit of a cream, vanilla kind of aroma on there with maybe just the lightest hint of some coffee.
It smells good. I mean, it smells dark and rich. And
light caramel, maybe light toffee on it, but more of those spices.
It smells like exactly what it should be smelling like.
Let's do this, man.
All right.
Cheers.
Wow, they've done a great job with this.
Yeah, it's interesting though. Man, those spices are very, they're there. It's not as creamy texture as I was hoping that it would be. And we'll see as it warms if that changes. But man, that cinnamon and cardamom just hit my throat.
It gives it that nice little subtle heat in the back, like that spiciness.
For me, it's almost too much spice. For me personally. I don't know what, if I ate something today, but boy, I really feel the spices on my throat.
I think it's fantastic. This has the same flavoring and kind of reminds me in a way of one of my go-to favorites that I try to find every year from Ballast Point, the Indra Canindra.
And I knew he loved that, which is one of the reasons I said you have to be over here to do this review.
Yeah. This has more of a deeper, darker, chocolatey note to it, which goes well with the chai spices, which the Indra Canindra is a little bit sweeter, but has more heat.
I think for me, the cardamom is what's really heavy on this. And cardamom is something that's, from my perspective, is easily overused, and we have cooked with cardamom, which we enjoy. My wife makes some really wonderful Indian food dishes.
But I like the overuse of cardamom in this because, in a way, a lot of people could overuse the anise and the cinnamon. And this gives a nice earthy chai taste to it that is actually very pleasurable.
And I think you're right, the bitterness on this actually, the little bit of bitterness actually comes from the spices it feels like rather than from whatever hops they're using. We're going to take a little time with this and we'll come back with some numbers. We took a nice break here.
Yeah, we talked about work. How fantastic.
Oh, yeah, lovely. So it's time to rate this, and first we rate it on Stout. This is a Russian Imperial Stout. What are your thoughts?
It is a really good beer. I rate it high because it does exactly what it says. It hits the Russian style in a way because it's dark, deep, rich. So I'm gonna, you know, for style, I'm gonna give it a 91. I like it.
It does have the chai spices and stuff. And I love Russian Imperial Stouts. But for me personally, wow, the chai on this, the cardamom particularly, is so strong. I'm going way down to a 79 for style.
Ooh.
Because I can't pull out the other flavors well. The nose is fantastic, I gotta tell you. I love it. The nose is, and I wanted the taste to be the nose, but it wasn't. For me, it's just there's too much bitterness from the spice. Overall,
I'm gonna give it a 92. You know, these are types of beers I like. I like spices. I like these different assortments. They're fun. They're flavorful on the tongue, and I think they did a good job. They did exactly what they were planning.
and I'm with you there. So I want to take it out of the style area. I do love variance and difference, but I'm still only coming up to a B minus and 82. Again, just the spices are just a bit too strong for me.
Yeah.
We don't always agree.
Now I have to get him the Indra Canindra and see
That's
how
right.
he feels about that one.
That's right. All right, well, here it is once again. You're going to have to decide for yourself on this one. It's the Chai Spiced Imperial Russian Stout from Stone, the 2015 odd year release. Folks, life's too short.
To drink cheap beer.
And we certainly will.
See you on the next beer review.
Cheers.